Tell me how I'm supposed to be with my bad. If I stop before I wait, it's 'cause you took my breath away. Losing you is like living in a world with no air. Oh, I'm here alone, you won't leave. My heart will move, seem to bleed. If there was a way that I can make you understand. But how do you explain me? Live on the trust me. And I worry goes around. Tell me how I'm supposed to be with no air. Can't live, can't breathe with no air. So I feel whenever you want there. No air, no air. Got me out here in the water so deep. Tell me how you gon' be without me. If you ain't here, I just play baby. No air, no air. No air, no
Try again.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I'm Damien,
I'm Quanda. Experience.
and this is What in the World Wednesdays. Thank you for joining us
Once again.
once again. We're trying to keep it going.
Not us being consistent. Oh.
Wow, I don't even know how many weeks now.
I don't know. Look at
We've been
us.
consistent.
We're growing up.
Proud of you. Proud of you.
Yep. No arguments to make us miss the day yet.
Yet. Knock on wood. If ever you see we miss a day,
We be beefing.
we be beefing. Not all the time. I'm not going to say all the time. I'm not going to do that. But yeah, thank you for joining us. And if you are rewatching, what Kwanda always say? For the
For the replayers, thank you guys for coming. I don't know what I always say. I try to write it down. I don't know.
Oh, it's starting off so bad already. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate you coming in. We have Miss Linda here in the comment section. Thank you for joining us, Miss Linda.
Hi.
Appreciate it. So this evening we are here to just basically, as you know, we posted that video last week with showing our peer running experience, Kwanda's limping experience on a fractured leg,
Drowning experience.
drowning experience on that tractor.
All of that.
So we're just here this evening to just discuss that, go through, and we had a few questions in regards to, excuse me, the safe situation. Persons were confused with that and thought that money was stolen from the safe.
We thought the same thing.
We thought that too. So fear is fear.
Oh.
So we just want to definitely just clear up some of that
Just chat about
and
it.
just chat about it.
I don't want to clear up. Just chat about
Just chat about it. So we were in Jamaica last year, April.
it. Mhm.
Yeah, April.
Mhm.
This was day 3 of a six night cruise on Symphony of the Seas.
Don't
On
keep looking at me. So I'm looking at you.
yeah, I'm gonna keep looking at you for confirmation.
Don't look at me for confirmation.
So first situation that happened is day 1, Kwanda.
Day 2.
Day 2 is when the camera broke, or day 1. So on day 2, the camera just went kaput.
It didn't go kaput. It dropped on the floor. It
She
broke.
dropped it on the floor.
It dropped itself on the floor and broke.
Has a mind of its own.
Yep. Because it should have stayed in the counter where I put it.
But anyway, the camera dropped, so of course we had to switch over to phones and everything else. Um, everything was going smoothly. I think you worked that day.
Did I?
Yeah. No. No.
Thank you.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So on day 3, we're in Jamaica, and I know Jamaica. The places that we're going are is places that I've been to before. Well, in terms of the parish. So I'm like, we don't need to book an excursion. I don't want to go to just Duns River as we always do. So we decided that we're gonna hit up this driver that I know, JR. Shout out to JR. And we're gonna book Yaman, which was an hour away from the port.
Hour and 20 minutes if you check Google.
Hour and 20 minutes. But with JR driving, I was like, oh. Well, yeah. So we all decided as a group that we're gonna do that, us as well as Day to Day Davis. And we had no idea what would happen. But coming out of the port on that day, Kwanda was walking and she twisted her ankle right before the exit of the port. I'm gonna show you what exactly, or something similar to what she twisted her ankle on. Where is it? Window. There we go. So that little section right there. I don't know if you can see the mouse. I don't know if you can see the mouse. I don't know. It's fine. She stepped between the 2 metal plates and twisted her ankle. I thought it was just a sprain, and she sat there for a second. She cried for a minute, and then we were up and about again. As you see in the video, we walked off to the next to the bus, and say we're gonna continue our day.
You took off the screen now.
Oh, forget. So we just go continue our day. Hold on. I'm gonna do this again. Oh, there we go. So we're just gonna continue our day. So we head off to the bus. It was a fun ride. We stopped at Duns River Falls. Our friends enjoyed Duns River Falls. We couldn't do it.
When Kayla fell down, she said she fell at Duns River Falls on her knees. My ankle was hurt, and I couldn't even think about what she was saying to me. She was even took my knees. I'm like, my foot was hurting, but I was trying to be like,
Jesus. So both of y'all were injured.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they took probably, I think, 30 minutes to do Duns River Falls.
Felt like 5 minutes. I don't know. That was fast.
I've never seen anybody do Duns River Falls that quick. Oh, that was still over there. I've never seen anybody do Duns River, but they went all the way down and climbed all the way up, them and the kids. Okay. Next stop was Yaman Adventures, where it was a package excursion that we did. ATV.
Don't look at me. I just showed up.
ATV and Blue Hole, which is a river there. Kwanda still got PTSD. Can't look at the grate. That's true.
Yeah, I didn't. And I'm trying to kick up this screen too, but it's still here too.
Let me move it. Let me move it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But yeah, so we did ATV, and we were scheduled to do the river right after, and it came with food.
We'll talk about the ATV, sir. Nobody even seen the ATV.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, this ATV, it was great. It was enjoyable, but we were restricted from filming. We couldn't do anything, couldn't even bring our phones. They said nope, and apparently it's because something happened before we got there. So they said no phones, no recording. I don't remember what happened.
The woman died on the ATV. She crashed and died,
Oh,
and it was recorded.
you're right.
They said no more recording on the
No more
ATV
recording.
because it's definitely crashable in a good way if you know how to drive.
But if you're alone, yeah, that's not safe if you're alone and recording. But anyway, it was fun. We had a blast. We all came out muddy and wet. And after that, it was supposed to be a ride from the entrance to the river. Now, we had no idea what form of transportation it was going to be. We had zero idea how the transportation was going to be. We just knew we were going to the river. Let me just play this back. Hold on 1 second.
I hope y'all didn't hear that. I was trying to hold it.
Oh my gosh.
What are you playing?
From the river. So it not put the audio on there. Oh, ads. But yeah, the river, it wasn't raining then. We were having no sort of weather issues. It said it was going to rain later on in the day. So we were fine. We were just getting ready for this ride, and then we saw the tractor come in, the tractor trailer. I'm like, okay, should be a fun ride. But I guess Kwanda didn't like it that much, or it wasn't a great experience. As a Jamaican, it was a great experience for me.
When did I say I didn't like it?
I'm not saying you didn't.
Mm.
It was enjoyable, but you, she wasn't exaggerating.
That wasn't.
As much as you see her here, she was not. It was some big raindrops. Miss Linda says, "Did you know that it was going to rain?" No. It later on in the day,
like
the weather
got back to the ship.
Right. That's what was on the schedule. So when we took off here, it was where some big raindrops. Listen, they were slapping. So we were driving into the rain. They were hurting, but I enjoyed it. A little drop of rain, and Kwanda is worried.
I don't like water on my face. And this ride, there's no seatbelts, and I was using 1 foot to hold myself in place. You had 2 feet to hold yourself. I had 1 foot to brace myself. A wet rag. I don't know why I'm using. It's wet, and I'm using it with my face. My shades are prescription shades, so I couldn't see without the shades on because they were prescription. I had the water in my face.
You couldn't wipe the water.
It's too much. 1 foot.
No wonder your kids like that.
I was drowning. Yes, I was drowning. I'm about to cry looking at it.
It's not that bad. Come on. But yeah, this was a fun ride, but the video really doesn't depict exactly how. Marcel says, "Good evening, Damon and Kwanda. A little late. That's fine. Thank you for joining us. Either way, appreciate it. Just giving some info on this last video that we had posted. The intensity of the ride is not really depicted in the video.
No.
In no way, shape, or form. How Linda says, "I felt her pain. The rain plus hair products
and
equal burning eyes."
I had sunscreen on my face too. Yep.
There's
sunscreen
that.
Was falling. Yeah.
There's that. Listen, I was having fun. But yeah, I was saying that the video, how even though it looks intense, the video still does not depict the full intensity of this ride that we never knew was gonna happen. We did not anticipate it. We've never seen a video of it.
Nope.
I looked up a bunch of Yaman.
You did?
I did.
Shocker.
I looked up Yaman stuff, but I never saw this. There was no video of this, so I didn't know what to expect.
I didn't know either. I'm suffocating myself. Child. Horrible.
And this was still just recorded with our phones because the camera was already gone.
Good. I'm glad the camera was gone because it got wet.
Jesus. But yeah, this was some it was fun. It was fun.
If I had 2 feet, it'd be funner.
Funner. Jermaine says Quanda makes it seem pretty intense.
It was pretty intense. Hello.
It was. It was. And then when everybody stopped talking, so this hill, again, the video doesn't really show how steep it
It was
is,
very steep.
but it was extremely, which is why everybody stopped making noise and just, you know what,
Okay, go,
let's
Kayla.
hope we get down there. On the left side is just a drop off, so I everybody was quiet.
We wanted him to concentrate.
Exactly. But again,
Oh my god.
even though it was intense, it felt very risky, very unsafe.
I was wondering if they had insurance or something. Because what was that waiver we signed? Because
It was saying if anything happened there, it's not their responsibility. And this is what it is. So let me see here. After that, y'all saw. After that, so at this time, it was around what time at the river?
like 12:40 to 1
About
o'clock.
12:40
Around
local time.
Yeah.
Local time, and we didn't spend much time at that river anyway, because we knew we were supposed to get back to the ship, so we made sure we didn't spend too much time at the river. As whatever.
You can't pause it.
I can't pause it. While the ad, go ahead. When we left the river, we had 2 hours to spare, and we made sure we checked the time. We left the river with 2 hours to spare to get back to the ship. It's an hour and 20 minutes away, so we would have gotten back to the ship in plenty of time. That is based on our calculations.
Yeah,
We would have gotten back to the ship in plenty of time. But between traffic leaving out of St. Anne, the rain had a whole section of the road flooded in front of Grand Palladium Hotel in St. Anne. I think that's the name. The whole road was flooded, so everybody it switched over to one lane. Both sides were just switching one lane to pass that flooded area. So between there, the traffic before we passed Dunn's River right there, the traffic into St. Anne's Bay, we didn't even realize that we were falling behind so far in terms of time. And when we looked at the time and we saw that it was 4:30 local time, that means it was wait,
4:37.
it was 4:37 local time. That means it was 5:30
on the
ship.
And all aboard was at 4:30.
All aboard was 4:30.
We were over an hour.
Again, and where we are in the video right here, we were about 30 minutes away from the port. So we were 30 minutes away from the port. And our past boarding time, I thought it was like 30 minutes past boarding time. I'm just looking back at the time and it's an hour past boarding time. And we were 30 minutes away. So JR, our driver, when we said, listen, we have to get back, while I was telling him we have to get back, in my mind, I was already working out, okay, we're going to have to get a hotel room, get some clothes to go meet the ship in Nassau, which was the next port. Because I had zero confidence that the ship was still there.
And this is what I was doing in the back seat of the car, out the window. When I tell you the thought to record was not in my brain, I was literally just like...
I was in the front. That's why these clips are here, because I took the camera up.
This whole situation, I was just like, gotta find some drawers somewhere. Because
We were in Falmouth. I was looking at, okay, we're gonna have to book a hotel at Ocean Eden Bay, which is not far from the port. I was playing it all in my
I
head.
just wanted some underwear.
And
I was
her,
wet. I just
her
wanted to take a bath and get her some clean underwear.
and she was still having pain for her foot.
I wasn't thinking about the foot in the car.
Yeah.
That was
So as you see, this is not a lane.
that is not a lane.
This is not that middle section right there is not a lane. But JR created his own lane.
This was not the first time. This was the only one you caught on film.
This is the one I
This
caught
is what
on
he was
film.
doing most of the ride.
So he was about to hit past that stop sign in a third lane. Listen, this man was kicking butt and taking names.
Listen, JR say, I'm gonna get you where you got to go.
We had already given up.
I know I did.
We had already given up. But the fact that this man was creating a third lane for us, the intensity, my heart was racing because I'm like, okay, we don't have our passports, we don't have anything. We have our cards and our cash or whatever.
We got our friends' children.
We got our friends' children. Again, this is not a lane.
It's a 2-lane.
It's a
The
2 lane.
people on the right side gotta get out of his way. Look at them going to the bush. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys.
Where's my mom? This back road is not typically used for the port.
No.
Linda says JR made his way through all that. He sure did. He sure did.
He sure did.
So at this time we see the ship. Okay, the ship is still here.
I'm like, is it moving? Is it moving?
I was shocked that the ship was still there at the time. We got to the gate, and the lady at the gate said, "Oh, they're waiting on you. They're waiting on you."
She did not say.
What she said?
Them a wait on you. Them a wait on you. Yelling at us, talking about go. After it took forever to come open the gate.
You're right. You're right.
Mhm.
And of course, we had to still drive a little way to the ship. When we got to this section now is when we started grabbing all our everything we needed.
I left my juice in the car.
We started grabbing up everything, bags and everything, and put them in, like put everything together. By the time the car stopped,
Damien was gone.
I was out. Because I'm like, okay, if one of us reach there before the gangway goes up, then
they may hold it.
They may hold it for the others that are right behind me. That was my thought process.
And of course, I was last. But he thought he was recording.
I thought I was recording because at this time I was. At that time, I still had the phone out from pulling into the port right there. So I thought I was still recording, but for some reason the recording stopped. I kept turning around recording and making sure that they're still good. I guess the recording ended
and from that point, as y'all saw probably, let me go back. So from here, did it go back? No. How you work this thing? Okay. No, too far. Okay, so y'all can see right here is the ship. Y'all see the ship in the up left corner. They were yelling at us from this point.
From this point.
The people on board were yelling at us. You can do it!
Run! Run!
Not you saying it exactly the right way. High five. You said it in my head. So
Whatever.
they were yelling at us from
It's
this
trauma.
point all
trauma.
the way to the entrance. And I'm like, I'm running. I'm trying to run. Hop, hop, hop. I'm running. It is trauma. Because the fact that they watched us.
They watched us from the entrance all the way in. And then when we got to right here before we had to go through security and everything, one of the security was like, "Who's the Jamaican? Who's the Jamaican?" And I did this. I got a good scolding.
You know better.
You know better. You don't know if to do that. You know better. Come on, on the ship. Come on the ship. There were like 3 people from the ship out there. Yeah, about 3 people from the ship. But even so, even though we got there, yes, we got on and people were shouting and everything, we were still not the last.
We were not
to get on the ship.
Nope.
There was still a couple that was right behind us.
The An
older couple that didn't even realize that they were there until we came through here.
Look at the people. Look at them. Look at them. Go in y'all room. Why y'all sitting here watching and waiting? Go in y'all room. Look at them.
Everybody was out there.
Child. And
Shoot.
Kayla her waving at them.
The young but no star. We have no idea. We would have been left right there. Right there. But I know we had some questions in regards to what happens when you get left in port. And we had posted that we did not know this. This was our first and last experience.
In the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus, of pier running. Nah, do it again.
Nah, if I got a pier run, I ain't going back to the ship. I'm
just call it a day.
I like to embarrass myself like that.
So we got back to the ship and we went straight to the room, of course, and we realized the safe was open. We're like, what happened? Where's everything that's supposed to be in the safe?
We got robbed too.
Got robbed. Like they said, bad things happen in threes. This was like number 5 or 6 for the day.
Because they left the closet door open and the safe. It's not like they closed the closet door.
Mm-hmm.
They left it wide open. So you walk in the room, you're like, why is my closet and the safe wide open? And not even like 2 minutes after we got in the room, bang, 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 bang.
Knock on the door. Knock on the door.
Like they were waiting for us to get back in the room. Like they had a camera in there watching them when we get back.
They no, it's the C-Pass. Once we swipe our C-Pass.
Yeah, but how you know we go back to the room? We could have been going somewhere else.
At that, who else? Where are you gonna go if you know you're late for the ship?
I'm hungry.
It was closed at that time.
No, it wasn't open for dinner.
Anyway, so yes, we figured out that if you have your personal items, your wallets, cards, money,
cash,
passports,
medication,
if they are in the safe or if they're in a visible spot like on the table or anything like that, they do take them and they leave them at the port with the port authority or the people at the port. So whenever you get there, they will hand you your items and you have that walk of shame.
Walk of shame from who? The port people?
From the port people. Go have to find a taxi at that point.
Yeah. So my advice, keep all your stuff together.
Keep them.
I have been using the safe from day one. I have never had a problem with safe. The only problem I had with the safe, other than this time, was that my Apple Pencil slid behind the safe, and that safe cannot be moved. You cannot move it. It is bolted to the closet. And my Apple Pencil was that I got it out eventually, but I was scared. But I trust the safe with all my heart now. But if I use the safe, keep your stuff together: passport, wallet, medication. Keep them in one area.
Keep it all together,
just in case.
Now after that, we had to rest first. And Kwanda, when she woke up, she realized that this ankle was throbbing, and she couldn't put it down on the ground. She couldn't walk at all.
I couldn't walk. I was limping.
She couldn't. She was limping. So I had to force this woman to say, "You need to go to medical."
Who want a medical bill on the ship? I was going to ride till the wheels fall off. They just fell off the same night. But
listen, at this point in time, I was already expecting to pay for a hotel for a night. I was expecting to buy new flights to go to Nassau.
You would expect $10,000 medical bill.
I didn't want a $10,000 medical bill, of course, but at this point, you couldn't walk around the ship. So something has to be done.
True.
And
not like I walked around after that either, bro.
Rolling. I had to make a decision. Listen, we either gonna have to.
You had to put your foot down.
You couldn't. So I had to decide to bring you to the medical facility. I'm sorry. Thank you. And when we got there, they did the x-rays, they did everything. Again, we work for Royal. So she works in the accessible needs department. So a lot of the medical staff know her by her name.
Yeah.
By her name.
Yeah.
So we got there. They they put her foot in a cast and everything. Splint.
It looked like a cast. It was not a cast. It
It
was
was a
just a splint.
splint.
Yeah,
And sent us back to the room with
which I still have.
walking with crutches. Because they said, oh, what did they say? The a wheelchair wasn't available yet.
Yeah. I want to get a picture of you in there. You thought it was funny. Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, so they did that to her leg, her ankle, sent us on our way.
Send me on my way.
I had someone, not had someone contacted me from Shoreside and asked about the situation, asked if we're okay. And the chief medical doctor, who again knows her name, knows that she works with that team, told her she needs to come back to the medical facility. She went back, they made a change to it. Um, and I think that's when it's the next day we got the wheelchair.
The next day we went back, yes.
Next day when we went back and she got a wheelchair and we were able to push her around the ship and have everybody look at her
with pity.
With pity. But it was a good experience. It was a fun experience. Would I want her to get hurt again like that? Maybe to get it recorded properly.
Mm-hmm. And because if you saw it, we wasn't recording properly because somebody was more concerned about.
She wanted me to not be concerned about her,
like,
and record more.
Yeah, get the content. Social media. They say put the camera down and call 911. No, you had the opposite.
Call 911.
Record first and
then call 911. I'm not that guy.
These were pictures. The phone was in my lap, and I kept taking live pictures. So this is what these clips are.
It's not even a video recorded.
Nope. And that lady, I'm sitting on one of her chairs, so she gave me a chair.
Mm-hmm.
How nice of her.
She was crying at this point, anyway. But yeah,
I was embarrassed.
Our next video coming up tomorrow will show our experience from the next day onward. The wheelchair situation, going back to medical, all of that.
I don't have any going back to medical footage. Again, we're not real vloggers, so we didn't record the important parts that you probably want to see. You recorded me walking into the medical, and I'll tell you to stop. And that was it.
So it was your fault. Sheesh. It's not mine.
Since when do you listen to me?
Never.
Exactly.
Well, yes, that was just a quick recap of our last video, which we thank you for the views on that video. That one, I guess people like drama.
Yeah. But all I can say is, do not be a peer runner. Your experience may differ from ours. 100% it will differ.
It will differ. It will differ. There's information that I can't share about that that entire experience. So yes, your experience will definitely differ from ours.
And I for sure promote booking your shore excursions with the cruise line.
That guaranteed return,
at least
it's true.
If you book with the cruise line and you're running late, the tour operator can let the cruise line know, hey, our bus is running late. We have your guests. Don't leave. They can. At this point, they didn't know where we were.
They had no idea. But just on that topic, I need to say that even if you book with a tour operator through the cruise line, they can still leave you because that guarantee is up to a certain time.
But they will get you to the next port.
But they will attempt to get you to the next port.
Also, they know where you at either way when you book with them. They still know where you are when you book with them versus just going off by yourself.
That's true. That's true.
Did they get murdered? Did they get an accident? They won't know.
Nobody knew exactly. They knew where we were at the end of the day. like heading back when I was getting those messages and calls.
Yeah.
But outside of that, nobody knew where we were. But I'm glad we made it back. Glad we could share this story.
Wouldn't it have been a better video if we didn't make it back then?
So you could have another story to tell.
Has anybody posted a video of being an actual prayer runner? And
From
you
the
see
peer
what
runner
happened?
perspective.
I've seen one, but it was her fault. It was a TikTok video. It was definitely her fault.
But it was our fault.
It wasn't our fault.
It was.
It was weather.
Don't blame the
She
weather.
just didn't care.
I gotta see that. I don't know what that is.
It's on TikTok. I don't have TikTok anymore. Can't show it to you. But yeah, imagine.
That was our experience on that, and we do have the series continuing tomorrow. We posting that video at 6 p.m. Central, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
She does the editing and the posting. I don't know these things until it's time to be posted.
Got a burp. Sorry.
Well, anyway, for those that are here, we appreciate you being here with us. We thank you. We
This
just
is
want
not church. It sounds like you in church praying.
we thank you.
Doing the closing
Thank you.
prayer. Got a fundraiser event.
We were just popped on here to just have a discussion about that, to share our experience.
I thought it was a regular Wednesday Night Live, but I guess we just popped on here to.
We just
share our
popped on that,
experience.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
You got editing to do.
I'm done. You have to watch the video now.
Oh yeah. Miss Linda says, I'm glad that you all made it back and safely despite JR driving skills and Quanda being injured. Listen, JR did an amazing job.
Without JR, he wouldn't be on that ship. I can't wait to see him next month.
Marcel.
We're going back to Jamaica next month, and we are calling JR. We got to take him a gift.
hmm Marcel said, how did the staff at the pier know that someone from the group was Jamaican? I think they assumed that someone from the group was a
Jamaican
Jamaican. Yeah. Because there's no way for them to tell. Did I put my nationality on any doc? No. There was no way for them to tell. I think it was just an assumption.
I
Or
think
she heard me talking.
She assumed you went off by yourself. You must be Jamaican.
True. It was an assumption
So-
that was on point.
You off by yourself, that means you Jamaican. And you come back late, that means you went somewhere far and you thought you knew.
We go look for family.
Exactly. You went to Westmoreland to go look for your
We
family.
went to Kingston to go look for some family.
Ow.
What happened?
Sorry. My arm was no bother with it.
No bother with it. Well, yeah, Marcel. Again, it was an assumption. I believe. I think. I assume.
You know what they say about assuming?
She assumed, and she assumed right though. But we go head off here. We just popped on here just to keep it going, just to keep the what they call it, consistency. Discuss what
I don't know.
occurred.
I don't know what it's talking about.
Okay,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Don't you say we just popped our head just to keep the consistency? What are you talking about?
What are you- what-
You don't know what you're talking about either.
What your problem?
Just talking.
What's your problem? What's your problem?
You didn't just pop on here to keep the consistency.
We are making sure we keep the consistency. Jesus. Don't get her. Don't get one like her. Anything else to say to the people? Hmm?
You stress me out.
That's the point.
No, that's not the point.
Hmm?
Did you do what I told you to do?
Oh, so our church
Or
is.
did you do it?
No,
Now,
you
how you gonna get it?
send it to me. Email
I
it to
sent
me.
it to you already.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, talk about it while I do
Oh
this.
my gosh, this kid. We've come to the portion of the service where it's offering time. This offering is only for members, just members. All visitors, you don't have to contribute to the offering, but this is for I'm joking. Two people left when I saw them.
Usual. That's typically the usual
No,
thing that
seriously,
happens.
our church is actually having a building fund fundraiser, and we are all signed up to help out. It is a fundraiser where you actually benefit from it. So I'm gonna tell you about the fundraiser really quickly in case anyone's interested in helping us support to pay our building, because we need a building to do what we do in church. It's actually called Slice the Price card. So if y'all like Domino's pizza, it's one of those. So it's a Domino's pizza card. Basically, if you buy one pizza, you get one for free. So a large pizza. So if you buy one pizza, you get one free. If you buy two pizzas, you get two free. If you buy 10 pizzas, you get 10 free. And so on and so on. So this is the link we're going to add into the chat. If you guys want to click on that and you purchase a card, each card is $20. It basically pays for itself once you do your first order. But it's a $20 card, and you can use it for online purchases as well. So you just purchase your card, and then you'll have a discount code whenever you buy Domino's. They got a new pizza out now. We gotta get that Friday.
You gotta go get that.
Can you just?
Okay.
We gotta
go get this for Quanda and the kids.
Whatever. It's on the Domino's stuffed crust pizza. Yes, so it is $20, like I said. Well, $20.99 with tax, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
They ship it to you. I don't know, but you got a code that you can use for online purchases too. You don't need the physical card, but if you guys are interested, go ahead and check it out. And yeah, we're gonna post it on social media too. I mean, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, because this building we got needs to get paid off. Help a sister out for her church. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
We gotta get them there because times is hard in these streets.
Everybody needs a building.
Yeah,
Not a building.
And it's only 9 days left, so it's not a forever fundraiser. It's just 9 days left.
9 days remaining. So if you can go on, and even if you don't eat pizza, you can definitely purchase it and donate it. Give it off to someone, or donate it back to the church.
If you don't want the card, it's an option to just pick it in. It comes back to our church, and then the church can donate it to somebody local.
If you're a pizza fan, or you just want to support,
one card and you're paid off. Literally, it's $20 for the card. You order a large pizza, get a free one. You don't make your money back already. And it's good until December 31st. It's good for the whole year. It's not a one-time use. You can use it over and over and over again.
Until it's done.
December 1st. 31st. What I said? December 31st.
December 1st.
It's good for the whole year.
The rest of the year. Yeah. So that's it, guys. Anything else to add?
Jesus loves you, and so do I.
What she said. Thank you guys for joining us this evening. This one is a short one. But we are back next week, Wednesday, on our regular doing our regular craziness next week, Wednesday. She'll be here, maybe.
Where will I be? Where would I be if I'm not here?
Mm.
I thought I had somewhere to go.
Maybe.
My parents leave on Wednesday, don't they?
Yeah. Miss Linda, good night. Thank you again for joining us. We appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening, guys. It's not Christmas, Laquanda.